Let's start with something a lot of men don't want to hear but need to. If a woman leaves you once she's already shown you how easily she can walk away, that alone should make you stop and think before letting her right back in. Like nothing happened. Now, I'm not saying every woman who comes back is playing games, or that you should slam the door in her face. But I am saying this if you don't handle that moment like a man, with clarity, control, and calm, you're going to hand over all your power. And once that's gone, trust me. So is her attraction for you? Here's the truth. A lot of women won't tell you. When we come back after leaving, part of us is testing who you are now. We want to see what kind of man you've become. Are you stronger, more self-assured? Or are you still waiting around hoping we'll give you another shot? We may not admit it out loud, but we feel it and we respond to it. This is where Stoicism becomes powerful. It's not about pretending you don't care. It's about showing her without saying a word that your world didn't fall apart just because she wasn't in it. That your sense of self isn't dependent on her approval, her presence, or her decisions. Because when a woman sees that you've evolved without her, she either respects you more or realizes she can't control you like before. And either way, you win. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to handle it. From a woman's point of view, no sugarcoating, no fluff. Just what it actually means when we come back, and how to respond in a way that keeps your power, your pride, and your peace. Let's get into it. 1. She's not back because she misses you. She's checking your status. Here's something a lot of men get wrong right off the bat. When a woman comes back after leaving you, it's not always because she misses you. It's because she's curious about you. She wants to know, did you move on? Did you level up? Are you still waiting for her? It's not necessarily malicious. Women are emotional and intuitive. We follow our feelings more than logic sometimes. And when a woman leaves a man, there's often a part of her that's unsure. She might have felt like she could do better. Or she didn't feel fully seen or valued. Or maybe she was just chasing excitement. But when she comes back, what she's really doing is checking your status. And I don't mean your bank account or follower count. I mean your emotional status, your life status, your self-respect status. She's asking, is he still the same guy I walked away from? Or did losing me wake something up in him? That's the test, and most men fail it, because the second she texts, hey, stranger, or watches your Instagram story, or sends a random voice note, you jump, you light up. You feel like you've won, but she hasn't given you anything yet. She's just checking the scoreboard. She wants to see if you're still stuck in the last chapter. While she flipped ahead if you respond with too much emotion, if you sound relieved, eager, or even just available, she immediately feels like, okay, he hasn't changed, and even if she does come back into your life, the dynamic is already imbalanced again. You're chasing, she's choosing. But if you hold steady, if your response is calm, neutral, mature, she starts to feel something different. She realizes you've grown, that you're no longer living in reaction to her, that maybe she underestimated you. That's when you become attractive again. Women don't fall for men who sit still. We fall for men who move forward. So when she comes back, remember, it's not a compliment, it's not closure. It's a checkpoint, and how you respond tells her everything she needs to know about whether or not you're still that same guy. She walked away from to, don't ask her why she left. It makes you look weak. Let me be really honest with you here. If a woman comes back and the first thing out of your mouth is, why did you leave me? She instantly loses respect for you. I know that sounds harsh, but here's why. When you ask that question, what you're really doing is putting her on a pedestal. You're making her the judge, the authority, the one who gets to explain herself, while you wait for permission to feel okay again. You're saying your reasons matter more than my boundaries. And whether you realize it or not, you're chasing emotionally. The truth is, women often don't even fully know why they leave. It could be a wave of feelings, a moment of doubt, some external influence, or a temporary dissatisfaction that never got processed properly. Sometimes it's not even personal. She was just in a phase of self-sabotage or escapism. But when you ask her why she left, you're hoping for a clean, logical answer that justifies your pain. And that's not how women operate. We're not robots, we're emotional. We make decisions in the moment that don't always make sense later. Even to us, so when a man tries to dig for the reason, it feels weak. It feels like you're trying to solve a puzzle that no longer matters. Instead of just standing in your strength and saying, "You left, I moved forward." Now let me be clear, I'm not saying you shouldn't care about what happened. You should reflect, you should learn, you should grow, but all of that is internal. That's your private journey, not something you hand over to her, like, "Please give me closure so I can heal." Closure doesn't come from the woman. It comes from you. What makes a man attractive after a woman leaves him and then comes back is his ability to not need her validation anymore. He doesn't need her explanation. He doesn't ask her to make him feel better. He's already made peace with it. That doesn't mean you ignore her or act cold. It means you stay grounded, calm. You talk like a man who's been through fire and came out stronger, not like a boy still trying to understand what went wrong. Trust me the moment a woman sees that you're not chasing answers, that you're not looking for a redo of the past, that you're not seeking her approval. She feels it, she feels your shift. And that's when the power dynamic changes. Not because you forced it, but because you finally stopped giving it away. 3, her return isn't always about you. It's about her. This is one of the biggest truths most men miss. When a woman comes back after leaving, her return isn't always about you. In fact, many times it's not. It's about her, and if you don't understand that, if you instantly assume she came back because she suddenly realized you're amazing, or because she regrets everything she did,